Hi everyone, welcome. It's Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern, so it's time for Stamping with Denise. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. Tonight I have another fun card to show you, but first there's a little bit of housekeeping. Please, if you like my video, please share my video and comment share down in the comments. And then I take all those names and I put them in a bowl, and I randomly draw from everybody that shared, and I choose a winner for the card that I make that night. So last week I made this really cute card, and this is going to go out to Natalie Robinson. So Natalie, I will get this out to you very soon. I appreciate when you share. It helps my small business grow. If you can't share, I understand. Can you give me some hearts on my video? Facebook likes the hearts better than the thumbs up, so I appreciate if you do that. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome. Please subscribe to my channel, and once you do, hit the little blue bell so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. Okay, we're going to get right to it. The die cutting's all done, so we're going to be able to get to business here. Chop chop. So let me change the view to my hands and we will get started. Okay, you may have seen these cards out on the internet. They look hard, but I'm going to tell you they are super simple. Okay, it's called a fractured card, and it looks like you had to cut the paper to all these different fun sizes, but it's not. It is so easy. So let me first tell you the products I'm using. This is the Bright and Beautiful 6x6 Designer Series paper, and it has some wonderful designs and colors in it. Just really cheery. Okay, let's see. The die I'm using for the balloons and the little streamers goes with that paper that we're using. This is called the Beautiful Balloons. I used this die here for the balloon and this one here for the streamer. And while I'm not using it on this card, this is the coordinating stamp set for the Beautiful Balloons. Okay, but I wanted, as you can see on my card here, I used You Are Amazing, and I wanted a small sentiment that would fit along there. So I pulled out my Sentimental Park stamp set, and they have several small ones here that work just perfect. And now that I'm looking at this, let's celebrate my work too. I just want to pull it out here and see. Is this here? Nope. Sometimes I have a hard time. Let's see. I think it's this one here. Let's see if this one would have worked too. Let's celebrate. Not so much there, but it would have worked there because there's a little bit more room. So, another option. But anyway, any stamp set you have that's got some smaller fonts would work. So I just went with You Are Amazing, and that's the Sentimental Park stamp set. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to do this one in a different color. We are using Berry Burst. Here's our cardstock. Whoops, see, I've die cut my balloon and my streamers already. Oh, and I wanted to tell you, for the streamers, I used this, it's kind of corrugated, and I can never remember the name of it. It's the textured 12 by 12 shimmer paper. You get 6 12 by 12 sheets, 2 in Shaded Spruce, 2 in Balmy Blue, and 2 in White. You've seen me use this before, and it shines. It's pretty, and it shines on both sides. And I think this would be gorgeous for Christmas cards. So I'm just throwing that out there. Okay. So let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and fold this in half. This is 8.5 by 5.5, folded in half. And again, don't make this hard when you're trying to find a color to use for your base. All the Stampin' Up! Designer Series paper tells you what colors they used in the paper. This was Azure Afternoon, Berry Burst, which is here, Blueberry Bushel, which is these blues, Bubble Bath, Fresh Freesia, Lemon Lime Twist, Lemon Lolly, Lost Lagoon, Misty Moonlight, and Pretty Peacock. So lots, depending what paper I chose, lots of options for card bases. Some people find it really hard to make a decision. Don't make it harder than it is. Use, what Stampin' Up! Gave you to use. Okay. I'm going to set some of these things out of the way for right now. I'm going to put our card up here. I'm going to set this out of the way for right now. So this is a piece of the Designer Series paper, and this is 5 1/4 by 4. 5 1/4 by 4. Yep. And so this one I use these bright dots. This one I decided to go with the stars. You can see it's got Pretty Peacock, Lemon Lolly, Bubble Bath, Lemon Lime Twist, Blueberry Bushel, Berry Burst. So it's got a lot of the colors in it. So, I wanted to take for this piece here, this white piece, I used the Stylish Shapes. For this card, I used the second to the largest, which is about 2 3/8 by 2 3/8. But at that point when I made it, I didn't know what I was going to put inside of it. And now that I've got this balloon, it's almost a little bit, the square is almost a little bit too big. And I'm wondering if the next smaller square would be a little bit better size. You know what? Let's try it and let's see what it looks like. I mean, it's only paper. If we don't like it, we do it again. So this one I use the middle. There's 5 squares, and I use the middle one for this one. So it's probably, let me get my ruler here and see how big it is. It is 1 7/8 by 1 7/8. So it's just short of 2 inches. So we'll try that one and see. So set this off to the side. I have a little bowl on my desk that has all of these die cuts, leftover die cuts. And so every once in a while, if I'm looking for something, I'll go through it. And sometimes I find some goodies in there. So I am going to, don't attach your Designer Series paper to your card base yet till you do this next step. So I'm going to want my focal point right about here. Okay, so I am going to use my Stamp and Seal and put that on right about where I want it, okay? And I'm going to do, you know what, I'm going to turn it that way. And I'll tell you why in a bit. Okay. Because on this one, I was going to stamp the sentiment along here, but I had this dark blue dot, and I was afraid that the sentiment wouldn't show, so I ended up stamping it here where it was a little bit lighter. So anyway, now I have 4 strips of Berry Burst cardstock. These are 1/4 inch wide, and they're about 6 inches, which is more than enough. And what we're going to do is start by placing these around this base piece, for lack of a better, the square. You want to put it right up to the edge, okay? So this is a great time to use your silicone mat, okay? It's a great thing because then you can get, when you put adhesive on stuff, it doesn't get all over. It comes right off the silicone mat. It doesn't get all over your work surface. and it's perfect. Now I've got a little bit of seal coming over the side, so I'm just kind of fixing it there. So the first one, I want to make sure I've got it right where I want it there. Right up to the side. And there we go. So let me put that right on there because my seal went a little over. Okay. And so we're going to keep going around. Now I've seen people do this card where their center piece has like 6 or 8 sides, and they're really cool looking, but then you have to be careful because you're getting in your end has to be cut at an angle, okay? So it can be done, it just takes a little more time. So, but I've been seeing these all over Facebook and stuff. I think I need a little bit more adhesive on this. There we go. I've been seeing these all over Facebook, and I had wanted to try one, so I decided to do that. Okay. And so you just lay it down and let it go all the way off the paper. And then we'll go back and snip those off. Stuck my finger to it. I think too you could also use the Tombow glue if you were careful. The nice thing about the Tombow glue is it would give you opportunity to move it around if it wasn't 100% flush. So there we go. Now that kind of looks cool. I know we can't keep it like that, but I think that's kind of neat. So now we're going to take our snips. I'm going to go around and trim this off here, these pieces. I know some people have special scissors that they use to cut sticky things with, like things with glue and adhesive on them. But you know what? I just use a little alcohol swab and wipe my blades, my snips down, and then let them dry. Make sure they're dry, and it works just fine. So there we go. There's the base of our card, or the front of our card. Now, once you've done that, you can attach it, but I think I'm going to go ahead and stamp first, okay? Berry Burst. I'm going to go ahead and do the That's Amazing, or You're Amazing. You Are Amazing. And let's see, can I put it here? Will it show there? Don't want it there. I'm going to try it over here. Let's give this a try here. Sorry if my head's in the way. Yeah, it's okay. I don't like it too much on the blue. But you know what? I would have had the same issue over here with the green. So it is what it is. If you don't like that, you could take a little strip of paper, you know, scrap paper, stamp your sentiment on it, make a little banner, and put it on there. You could do that easy enough. So now, here is my balloon. I've cut it out of some of the Designer Series paper. And I am going to put, I'm going to pull my mat back in here, my silicone mat here. And I'm going to put some adhesive right down here. To attach the little streamers to on my card. I don't think I'll go this way, so we won't go. So there's that, okay? I want to go ahead and put this on the base, card base. Told you this was pretty simple, but I think it's such a wow. I'm going to probably do a Christmas card using this layout for one of my Christmas classes. Maybe I'll share it here. Maybe it's one I'll do as a live. Who knows? Okay, so now I'm going to pop this up. Now this, because my sentiment's here, I'm going to have my balloon streamers going this way. And so I'm going to put some dimensionals on there. I think I'm going to put one right down here. Then I'm going to put a couple of these half ones right like here. See, I told you this was really, really easy. For me, the hardest part was deciding which designer series paper I wanted to use. And this week I won't forget to put my embellishments on. Last week when I made this card here, I was done and I realized I'd forgotten to put the little frosted dots on there. So I had to do it after the video. So, yeah, whatever. So I'm going to put it kind of like that. So there we go. Oh, see, here I go. I'm worrying about that again. So I'm going to get some, I'm going to use, these are the Tinsel Gems 4-pack. It's Pretty Peacock, Blueberry Bushel, Berry Burst, and Lemon Lime Twist. I love these colors. I love these embellishments. And I think I am going to stick with the Berry Burst, since that's what we did for the, let's see. Yeah, I like them a little bit off center. I think I'll put them up here like this, since that's what we did for the card base and everything. They have some great embellishments in the annual catalog. They have some favorite, and there's some nice ones in the holiday catalog too. So I've actually been playing with a few products in there. So, but here we go. Here's our card. This is the fractured card technique. Which way do you like it better, on the big one or the small one? I think I like the small one better. So actually, if I was going to do this again, but I wanted to use the big one, maybe I'd put a large bunch of balloons. I wonder how that would look. Oh, that would be kind of cool with all those balloons on that big centerpiece. But anyway, for now, it's just fine. So that's it for tonight. I hope you like the card. Please share my video, comment, share it, and maybe I'll be sending this to you next week. Everybody, you take care, and I'll see you next Monday. Bye now.